Let's turn your repetitive task into self-running systems. No-code and low-code platforms like Airtable, N8N, Make.com, Lovable, to mention a few, have made automation and app building easier than ever. Now you can build smart workflow, automate your daily tasks, and even scale your business operations in just a few clicks. And without a single line of code. Whether you are a do-it-yourself learner or a business owner looking to get more done with less time and cost. Today's automation project is going to show you exactly how that is possible. And if you would like me to help you set up a custom automation system for your business or team, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to help you and of course collaborate with you. Alright, let's hop into my browser and dive straight into today's demo. So before I show you the demo, I want to quickly explain what you can achieve with this. So the thing is, once a client submits an onboarding form, the system instantly updates your CRM. It creates a ready-to-go project in your task management tool, your CRM, for example, maybe with Airtable, Go High Level, AI to Market, or even Google Sheets. And it helps to set up a structured Google Drive folder. At the same time, it helps to send a personalized email to the client. And of course, your internal team actually get notified in Slack or in Teams or whatever communication tool they are using without you sending manual email or sending text message. It automatically updates them. And it also helps you to stay consistent, reduce errors, and of course, allow your team to focus on what really matters, right? So I wanted to stick around to the end of this particular tutorial, and you're going to love it. So the first thing that happens is that the user is going to submit a form, which is going to act as a trigger, right? So once that happens, it's going to trigger an action on the N8N automation workflow. So the form here is JotForm. So I already created a form. So we're going to go to client onboarding workflow. So I'll click on it to open it. This is the form right here. So the user is going to essentially fill this form. Once this form is filled and submitted, all the information that the user fills in here will be sent to the Airtable, which is acting as the CRM. Okay, so let's go over to Airtable. Okay, so right here is the Airtable. You can see over here we have client onboarding table right here. We have the account managers table right here. So over here we have the client table. All the information of the client that will be sent through that form will be submitted right here. Okay, so the next thing is that from here, all the information here will also be sent to Asana, where tasks will be assigned to individuals who are to actually pick up the task. So let's go over to Asana. Over here, we're going to have the project automatically created right here. So that's going to be done automatically, and that's Asana interface for you. So let's go over to N8N. Okay, so after that, the information is also passed to the client folder. But just before that happens, as soon as that project is created on Asana, it's also going to, just like I mentioned earlier, it's going to create 3 tasks under the same project automatically. And the projects are set onboarding materials. This is going to be assigned to someone. Then another task will be orientation. This is also going to be assigned to someone. And the last one is going to be service product delivery. This is the actual onboarding process that will happen. And that's going to be assigned to someone as well. All right. On autopilot. And then once that happens, it moves to the next stage in the workflow, and that is the client folder. What this does is actually to create a folder, right, that contains all the information in each of these tasks, right? So once that is done, it's going to send a copy of that folder to the client, so the client will know what is going to happen during the onboarding. These are the subfolders here inside the main folder. So a main folder is going to be created, and then there are going to be other folders, 3 folders containing each one of these tasks, right? A folder that is going to contain the contracts, is going to contain asset, and one more other folder which is report. Once that happens as well, then there's going to be another notification that will be sent to the Slack channel. This Slack channel actually is meant for new clients. You can see over here, finally, the client's details are shared or posted in the new client channel on Slack. So this is basically what this workflow is going to do. So before I run it, I'm going to run it right now for you to see how the workflows looks like and how each stage is executed inside N8N and how it passes the information over to the external apps to actually execute the whole projects, right? So I'm going to show you each one of the apps where we're going to have the information sent to. The first one I already showed you. If you want to build JotForm, here is the interface. You can build it right here. And here again, you can see the main form that has been built, which is the one we're actually using for this project. So this is the form that the client will fill. And over here, you can see N8N workflows. Of course, this is the project. And then you can see, I already showed you this earlier. This is the CRM on Airtable. When each one of them is eventually populated, you see that the workflow actually works, or maybe it doesn't work. You'll be able to tell. And then you can see Asana. You can see Asana interface. Currently, we don't have any project here. The Google Drive, right? So once we run it, we are going to see a new folder created right here. So over here, you can see the folder. I don't even have any folder here yet. So you're going to see the new folder that will be created right in here. And then lastly, you can see the Slack channel. This is the channel that the information of the client will be sent to notify the team members, right? You can see it's currently empty. And then finally, the last thing is that once all these processes are carried out, a client is going to receive an email, a welcome email that is going to give details of what has been done as a result of his or her sign up. You don't just allow a client to sign up and you just leave them hanging. That is when you send the feedback to them. You have received their information, you have received their sign up, and immediately you have created a document to actually onboard them. So this is going to be taken as the email, right? The email account of the client. And currently you can see the inbox is empty. All right. So we're going to go ahead and run the workflow and see how it works. So I'm going to turn this on. I'll activate it. I'll toggle this. Got it. And then I will go over to the form and fill it. Let's assume that I'm the client. So I'm going to say I'm John Doe. Okay, remember we have to use an email, right? You have to use correct email for this purpose so that we can see the result real time, right? So I'm going to use this particular email because that's the email I showed you earlier. That's the inbox of the email I showed you earlier. So we can see the result there real time. Okay, I'm going to write telephone number. So let me just choose anyone here. Okay, company, what's the company's name? Let me just say the company is ABC. ABC International, right? Okay, so what's your job role at ABC? Let me say content creator. Content creators. Okay, so over here, service interested in. So what am I looking to get at CTech? Let's say this company is CTech. Okay, maybe I'm looking for, I'm a content creator. I want business automation. So let me say the business automation. I want to be able to automate my workflow, so I need to learn how to do that from this company, right? So I'm just simply going to put a note here. Oh, now that's the information. I'm going to go ahead and submit the form right here. I click submit, right? And the workflow started. And then let's go over and check if everything actually executed, right? So first, let's go to CRM table. Okay, this is the CRM table. So you can see John Doe here. You can see the email that we imputed earlier. You can see the telephone number. You can see content creator. You can see ABC International, business automation. And you can see automatically an account manager is going to be assigned to each one that comes in. For every department, there's a manager, right? So it depends on which department or which service that the client is looking for. Whatever it is, there's going to be an account manager or a department head that's going to be assigned to such a client. And that's exactly what happened here. So in this case, it was Simpson Illuminati that was assigned. The next thing is on Asana. You can see over here, it actually got created. So let's open it and see this John Doe, a project from John Doe. You can see what I was telling you earlier. 3 tasks were created, and you can see automatically task owner were assigned to each one. And you can see due date tomorrow. That's like 1 day after receiving this information. This task has to be achieved. The board, what the board looks like, you can see the same information right here. Let's look at timeline. You can see over here, everything was rightly populated, right? Let's move over to overview. You can see the information of the clients that just signed up. You can see the email as we fill it in that form. All right, that's for Asana. Oh, let's move over to Google Drive. You can see with the name John Doe was created inside the company's archive of folders. You can see if you open it, you see those 3 other folders that are created right in there. And like I said, a copy of this folder will be sent to the client just to know that, oh, something has been done about his signing up, and then we are ready to kickstart his service. Let's go to Slack and see. Okay, you can see it happened, right? You can see the same information informing everyone in this channel that a new client has signed up. Okay, and you can see over here the email. Hello team, we have a new sign up today. See their details below for your action. You can see, so they can quickly follow up on this person, call the person, send email, just do a proper follow up as soon as possible. Now let's see the last one. So I'm going to go to the email. You can see the email was received, and also the folder was embedded along with the email. See the Google folder, and you can go ahead and click to open. Let's imagine I'm John Doe right now. So John Doe will open this folder and see all the information, everything that he needs to know about his onboarding. Okay, so that's just it.
I hope this walkthrough gave you some ideas for your next automation project. If you would like me to help you automate your workflow or project you would love to bring to life, just drop a comment below or reach out to me directly. I'll be happy to help you. Remember, automation isn't about doing less, it's about doing more of what really matters, as you save time, money, and effort. See you in the next one. Bye for now.